members of the public are concerned, the Lagos State government has announced the enactment of the Lagos State Local Government Administration Law of 2025. It's been signed into law by the governor of Lagos State and the entire citizens in the state have been informed that the law has taken effect. So that is the position. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to worry myself over what is in the social media. There is a law in place, and the provisions of the law are meant to remove ambiguity with respect to the terms of office of those who are elected to run the local government councils in Lagos State. First of all, by virtue of Section 27, subsection 5 of the law, the question of unexpired term is no longer a problem. In other words, if you complete the term of any person who might have been removed by impeachment, resignation, or death, whoever takes over to complete the term will be deemed to have run a full term. That is the purport of sections 27 and section 28. Section 27, subsection 5, and section 28, subsection 4 of the new law. So the controversy surrounding the terms of office of previous local government officials, particularly chairman, is no longer in place. It's been removed. In other words, section 28, section 4 is specifically saying that if you take over from a chairman who might have passed away or who has been impeached or removed from office, whoever takes over, whether the vice chairman or any other councillor that takes over, will be deemed to have run his first term. So such a person may then contest for another term, but not more than 2 terms. I'm not going to be specific. It's not only Kosovo. We're talking of 25 local governments and all the essays. Yeah, all the essays. All of them are affected by the law. So we're talking of 57.
Anything to this is contrary to the Constitution.
You say what?
Anything contrary to what you have just said is unconstitutional.
No. Anything contrary to what I'm saying is illegal. When you say unconstitutional, it means it's not in line with the Constitution. What this law has done is to reconcile itself with the provisions of the Constitution. In other words, if a vice president takes over from the president, or a deputy governor takes over from the governor, right? When you complete the term, you can only do an additional term. The whole idea is this. Whereas, whether under the old law or the new law, the maximum period you can spend is 8 years. Because your first term of 4 years, an additional term of 4 years, making 8 years. Right? But if you are saying, oh, I completed somebody's term, I spent only 2 years, therefore I'm entitled to contest for 2 terms, that will mean about 10 years. That will be unknown to the law that has prescribed for a maximum period of 8 years, 2 terms of 8 years. So this is the whole idea. And for those who are saying, oh, this law does not affect those who are in power now, or that the law is not retrospective, I can say what they are saying is bonkun. In the sense that when you look at section 59, subsection 3 of that same local government administration law, to remove such doubt and confusion, The law says anything done under the repeal law or purported to have been done would be deemed to have been done under this law. In other words, if you have done 2 years to complete somebody else's term, and you have done another term, that is all. No, you cannot. That will be third term, not the second. Once you see, we're talking of illegality or impunity. If the members of the constituency vote for such a candidate, they may be wasting their votes in the sense that the election will be annulled if challenged. If it is challenged, it's going to be annulled. In other words, such a person will not be qualified to contest the election. And if he or she does, he or she will be removed from office on grounds of disqualification by law. When you going to contest election, candidates are screened and their names are submitted by their political parties. If for any reason any candidate is not qualified, an opposition political party will be on a strong legal wicket to challenge the qualification, either before or after the election. But there will be election petitions. You also have pre-election cases. So either way, a candidate that is not qualified, rigged into, whose nomination is rigged by the party, stands to be removed, and the party will pay for it. An act of illegality has taken place or may take place, and that constituency stands to lose the election, even if you vote for a candidate that is not qualified. Yeah. That's what the members of the constituency can do, to warn the leaders or the political party that we are running a risk and we may be wasting our votes if we field candidates that are not qualified to contest the election. Who didn't write the law? The Lagos State House of Assembly took cognizance of the concerns of the people of Lagos State and appropriately amended the law to remove ambiguities with respect to the terms of office of chairmen, of chairpersons, and councillors in Lagos State. The governor, the bill was forwarded to the governor. The governor also confirmed or decided that the time has come to really take appropriate action by signing the bill into law. And the governor signed the bill into law. So as far as the people of Lagos State are concerned today, that is the position. It's in line with the constitution of the country. It's also in line with the wishes and concerns of people in the state. So that the question of people trying to contest or have what you call third term in Nigeria, it's alien under this law. Assuming a chairman is impeached during his first 2 or 3 months in office, and the vice chair takes over and runs almost 4-year term, and somebody said, oh, that doesn't matter, I'm going to start my own affair. So you then end up with having a chairman that will spend about 11 or 12 years in office. That is not within the contemplation of the law. That is the essence of this law, to remove such ambiguity and the mockery of the democratic process. The maximum period that the president of Nigeria, a governor in Nigeria, or a chairman of a councillor can spend in office is maximum. It's a maximum period of 8 years. No subterfuge, no manipulation can allow you to spend 8 years and 1 day. I have seen the law.
Okay.
It is not indicated that it's going to take effect in August or December. The governor simply signed, simply assented to the bill sent to him by the House of Assembly. So the moment the law is assented to, it takes effect. If the House had wanted it later, it will have been part of the law.